What's going on, everyone? Today I'm reacting to BINI Strings. It is just me today. Temper Tantrum doesn't have another reaction film session for another couple of weeks, and I wanted to do this first. Usually I do the reactions first, and then I show something that I think is cool that Temper Tantrum will enjoy. That's the usual format. Yeah, and if you've got requests, head on over to the Patreon, where you'll get early access to reactions like this, access to Patreon exclusives like Street Woman Fighter, Road to Kingdom. Currently, Temper Tantrum and I are reacting to Street Man Fighter. If it's your first time watching, here's the format. The first part of the video, I just do a general reaction to the video. No pauses, just me watching, commenting, and enjoying the video. Part 2 of the video is me analyzing the details of the choreography and sharing my thoughts of what makes this choreography so good and fun to watch. So what qualifies me to run my mouth? I've been dancing for over 25 years, choreographing, directing, and teaching for about 20. Been dancing since I was 8, started competing in high school, co-founded a competitive dance company called Family Business back in 2004, toured with a professional hip-hop dance theater company called Antics, danced with artists such as Dalwin, Jonathan Varay, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Kool and the Gang, performed for events such as the opening for Universal Studios Nintendo Land, Universal Studios City Walks Exhibition, Choreographers Carnival, World of Dance, Hip Hop International, produced and sold out a show with my dance company, and I currently direct a dance entertainment company called Temper Tantrum. Make sure you guys go check out their channel because they do reactions too. And again, I'm not a K-pop stan, I'm simply a dancer that appreciates the level of difficulty that a lot of these artists are putting into their choreography. And with that, let's head on over to the video. Okay, so from this first frame, I do appreciate this contrast right here of green and red, since it's complementary colors, so that really pops them out even more. Oh, that was like a transformer. Wow, what a start. Going from like a very ethereal start, but like also like very strong. Great diagonals. Oh my god, dude. I don't know if they ever watch this, but I'd like to think that that they're just now showing off how good they are at diagonals. Again, diagonal domination, man. Ooh, this asymmetry in the levels. Ooh, yeah, this is tight. That's the moment right there. This track is nasty too, dude. Nice travel to this diagonal, like an asymmetry with the atmosphere. Going into this X formation. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then traveling. And use the levels. Great diagonal formation and asymmetry there. Nice slowdown with the choreography. Wow, my eyes are so wide right now. Let's go. Nice, using that as a pickup. Nice use of variation for that. Great. Love the very active fingers for that choreography. Nice. Nice use of levels. And in this web of arms happening here. Beautiful dynamic here. Nice breakthrough. Nice like little expansion. Damn, the sound of this song, I feel like belongs in the Spider-Verse soundtrack. Oh, maybe why? The strings, the webs. Damn, okay. Sick! This is like an intro of the heroes, man. Hey. Oh, I thought they were about to start doing waves. Yes, love to see that. Love to see that. Like, first off, before I go into my first impressions, this moment right here is the realest shit ever. Turning off after going full out, and you're just like, I'm dying. that I love to see the humans behind the artists, because we do have like this version of them on stage, because at the end of the day, the musician on stage is a version of them. It is, I would almost say, a product. It's a version, it's a part of who they are, because you can't exactly just separate this version, this identity of the performer. But there's also, but people often forget the humanity and the person behind the artist. And I love seeing that, because people often put these artists on pedestals like they're perfect, but that shows of like they're tired. It takes energy. This is exhausting. It takes so much effort to do what they're doing and make it look easy, because they have to put that on, because if they show they're struggling, it's like it's not exactly like the product for many. It's not exactly the product that you want to put on stage, but it's honest, and I love that. So going to the dance and everything. So one, I kind of start to see I'm starting to see the use of the on the noseness of the choreography. Use it with strings, because there's a little part of like the when they're interlocking their hands, or some of the use of the fingers, use of the angles. I could really start seeing the use of that theme throughout the choreography. Another fantastic showcasing of how good they are as artists, and formations. It's, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to analyze this one. Looking for an exclusive pass to the best reactions and content before anyone else? Well, you're in the right spot. Join Patreon today and dive deep into the world of exclusive reactions to hit shows like Road Kingdom and Street Woman Fighter. With early access, you'll also be the first to see the reactions way ahead of everyone else on YouTube. And if you've missed my live streams, don't worry about it. As a patron, you get unlimited access to all my VODs from Twitch, and you get to relive every moment at your own pace. And that's not all. You get to join our Discord community to chat directly with me and fellow fans. It's a space where your voice is heard and your presence is valued. So subscribe to the Patreon now and unlock the door to exclusive content, early access, and a community that gets you. Access to the Patreon is in the link down below in the description. See you inside. Again, this is one of the things I love about doing this analysis on, at least for my channel, because I can dive deep in the practice and the performance video. So, first off, let's go with the wardrobe. Love these colors. The friggin' neon green and black. I remember when The Matrix came out in 1999. That was like my favorite color scheme for a while. But also love this friggin' design for this backdrop right here. But I also love the kind of like pops them out. Yeah, I like I guess the setting, because you can clearly see them in terms of the performance. I know, like, preferably you want to have like all the crazy lights as well to really dress things up, but I kind of like this from my perspective as a fellow performer, and I want to kind of see them. It's nice that I have the distraction of all the other lights, though all the lights make it fucking cool as well. So starting position, there we go. So again, shouts out to this guy holding this fucking gimbal over his head. That's got some weight on it, at least maybe 3-5 pounds. For those of you joining me for the first time on YouTube, I view the starting position like this, almost like a YouTube thumbnail. It has to be intriguing. It has to make the person want to watch this, and also including the first 5 seconds, like for a YouTube video. For this performance, you want to kind of expand. If you're trying to expand your reach to a newer audience, you have to answer the question, why should I care? Why should I watch? And the starting position helps, the 5 seconds help, and the whole first 30 seconds of the performance is what's going to help them start getting invested. Because the fans The stands, they're gonna love it either way. It's just gonna have varying levels of whatever the performance is. Like some fans will have a preference over others. But anyways, like if you're trying to capture the hearts of a complete stranger, say they're just walking down the street because they're outside, they're like, oh, what's happening? And they watch, that's what you want. You want to capture the person who's just nearby and get them to stick around to just not watch this number. You want to have them watch your whole act, and then eventually them want to listen to you on Spotify or wherever, or YouTube, wherever you guys listen to music. Okay, so first 5 seconds already. Again, I'm going to repeat this through a lot of my videos. So there's 3 ways you can start. You can either start with a very high energy move. That extreme example is a backflip. It's very big. It's very quick. Usually it's kind of like it happens in the first count. It can be like if you're standing, you can go 1, just very fast movements. The next thing is entry. You can start a little slower, but it's choreographed. But it's a mixture of like performance and character that eventually rises up. And the harder one, in my opinion, which is all acting, but zero choreography, and it just starts low and boom. This one, I would say they start off very high energy, then they slow it down. So here with the very first boom. No, I'd say more intrigue, then shoot it up, and then bring it down. So here's what I mean. Look at this very slow head look. And then they shoot it up to very fast movements. So here. So quick and slow it down to a little bit more ethereal. So pretty solid start. It's a nice combination of both. It's probably the first time I'm ever mentioning it. Like there's nothing wrong with combining both. Sometimes it could be it could be one person doing all the acting while everyone else is doing very high energy, fast choreography. So those are just none of the high energy movement, ethereal movement, or like even ethereal, like intriguing, slow choreography, and also acting. They don't have to be separate. It can all exist at the same time. Okay, so I did mention this in the beginning about wardrobe. Let's break this down a little bit more because even though I'm not a super huge on fashion, what do you call it? There's an artistic director that does that, a creative director that does that for Temper Tantrum. I do know a little bit of color theory, and I do know about silhouettes and a little bit about competing and performing. So for this, I'm gonna go to like a random frame. Let's see. Right here. Let's just show the difference. Like let's actually backtrack. So there's me coming from a competition background. The ideal scenario is that everyone's wearing the same thing. So that's let's right over here. So if you want to be clean, let's put that here. Everyone wears the same thing. So this practice video is almost there. Okay. And then the opposite side of the spectrum, if you want everyone to be unique and individual, I'm just gonna draw this really ugly U. Okay, if you want people to be unique, let them wear whatever the hell they want. This can be random patterns. It can be stripes, zebra print, leopard print, orange, neon green, yellows, reds. But the thing with that is that it can get very visually noisy because your eyes are having to process so much information. That's why the clean look, say for this, it's very simple because everything's the same. And considering that these are artists, not competitors, many groups, many labels often go for the unique look, which is fun because you can let the artists be essentially iconic in their own way because everyone stands out. You look at someone's silhouette, or a close-up of them, you instantly recognize them. With the downside of just being clean, everyone's hidden, no one's an individual. So what they're doing here in the performance is a nice in between. We got a color scheme, okay, of looks like black and neon green, or maybe a little bit of gray, black and neon green. And what the thing with that as well, for the uniqueness, everyone's kind of dressing it up their own way, which helps with keeping things on, like I'd say, on the cleaner end in terms of visual. on the visual end of colors. Okay, now let's go into the whole thing of silhouettes. So everyone has kind of their own different silhouette now in terms of shapes. Now, I'm not talking about silhouettes in terms of fashion. I'm talking, because I know nothing about that, I'm talking about silhouettes in terms of dance movement. So now because see how everyone else is kind of has like slightly loose like joggers, and at least majority of them have, like a good chunk of them like have kind of fitted-ish clothes, and everyone does bagginess here. This coat adds a lot of extra to the overall movement and potentially hide silhouettes. I did that. I pointed that out when I reacted to No Fear. It completely took away one of the sub parts of the choreography. And then what you can see here, from fitted to a little more baggy, to shorts, to pants, to like coat. Like the shape in this, the wardrobe that they're wearing affects the choreography, not in so much a bad way. It just changes how it looks. The choreography and performance, like in terms of the shapes and the silhouettes, are affected by the wardrobe. It can be either good or bad. It depends on how it affects the artist. The wardrobe can either make or break a performance. Like from this, I mean, it's going to be great either way, because at the end of the day, as long as the artists feel good about it, the fans love it, I think that's a net win. I'd say going into the technical details of it, the wardrobe does affect how the choreography looks, not the performance, because the performance overall includes the singing and the performance as interface. But in terms of choreography, the wardrobe affects it. It either hides it, enhances it, or it even makes it harder for the artist, because sometimes they have limited movement. In this case, I'm expecting a lot of the choreography to be slightly different from the practice choreography. Okay, so let's get into it now. Good use of levels. Nice use of levels here. Just boom, nice expansion. Ba, ba, ba. Drop. Good use of levels revealing the person in the back. So that's a nice, kind of a nice surprise. Ba, and then drop. Ba. It's almost like the gates are like, or like a, I don't know what the word is for it, but like, yeah, it's a nice just reveal. Ba. Seven, eight. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot to get they went to this diagonal. 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful diagonal. I like this angle because it is kind of like almost eye line. Look at the spacing. Beautiful spacing. It looks good from this angle. It is a little bit of a lower angle, maybe slightly shifted to the left, but still you can see it. That's one of the reasons I prefer like a tower cam, because if you see from the above, like down here, like you can see everything. This is a nice, like, simple groove, nice simple shapes. Oh, so she's the one singing right now. So it's always interesting to see what the modifications are when someone's singing, especially when there's a microphone. Nice use of the levels and just a shifting of like, ba. Very simple, but super visual. You see how that looks with the wardrobe. So it is a little harder to see. She's the clearest one in terms of the arms. And this one slightly blends in with the backdrop right here. So wardrobe can affect the performance, but that shouldn't hold people back from just dressing up however they want. Nice weave through this formation. Slide, ba, da. Ooh, dang, she all the way up here to the front and to okay, I thought she just did a knee drop, and she committed to that too. Great use of, well, several things: diagonals, asymmetry, by using levels and size. Because again, the typical thing I see is a group is here and the artist is here, but what they're doing again, like I said, levels, and also using the whole floor, and then in the diagonal. Damn, they compress so fast. Nice change up in this mood here. So we're going very strong, hit, and boom. Okay, vocals, let's go. Dude, these vocals are nasty. Like, I have zero singing experience, so I can't speak on singing at all. This choreography is gorgeous. Like, their arms are super clean. So we got a little bit of tutting. This growth movement right here is super on point. It's very mesmerizing. It's simple, but because they're hitting their levels up, and one of the reasons it's kind of, at least for me, mesmerizing is because we got a little bit of a texture change. It's also repetitive movement. Let's see how that looks on stage. Yeah, slightly different effect. Yeah, because we got a lot of different patterns now. Not patterns, but wardrobe. Oh, she's hitting that, dude. That texture, like, bah, bah. And again, it's also, the hands are all different because they're holding mics. Damn, they booked it to that formation. One, bah. Great, like, visual and spatial awareness. Great use of the levels and also framing the artist. Bam, bam, bam. Nice gradual shift, and then leading left to right. So stage right to stage left, guiding the eyes. Shouts out to her for very super dramatic, like, pull in, out. This is, even though it's pretty simple, very effective to really sell the whole dynamic. Boom, this beat drop right here, it just made me think of the Across the Spider-Verse. It's so nasty, dude. Like, I'm imagining like the final, like, last scene. Ooh, very simple musicality on the do 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 do, because it's a simple. Well, I'm not gonna say simple, but relatively simple. It's a out, in, up, down. Very straightforward musicality. And then great use of the anticipation here. So not anticipation of a level drop, ba, ba. Then slight level drop from standing to a mid, ba. But also great use of levels here. She's in a low level, but they're also framing her. Oh, okay. Very interesting. So she's the one in the back is singing. Oh, super interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah. Again, this intentional fingers kind of lean. I'd say like very on the nose of the choreography, or with the right here. It's the whole strings choreography. Dot dot, as if like they're flossing with a string. Hey, dot dot dot. Nice. This is a beautiful setup right here. Like, it comes out of nowhere too, man. So we got these two separate groups dancing and walking to their formation, setting up this up, and she picks it up to follow this diagonal, starting off as asymmetry here, and then we got this atmosphere choreography. So again, asymmetry here by use of the stage, because this is, I'm assuming, center. So again, very great use of asymmetry, not the typical way I usually see it. And then even more fun is that they go here, which makes an X formation, because they're going to be joining the X-Men. Ah, smart. Okay, I like this use of the different levels to differentiate the artist who's singing. So again, this is also a great example of like, here's how you can make your choreography still be different, which is different directions and levels. Because they're doing the same thing, but it's different directions, levels, and I also appreciate just seeing that she's singing also here. Nice weaving through the formation. This huge tonal shift here, and going from like very big flowing movements. See, big flow. Now we go to big, sharp, strong silhouettes. Great. Ooh, my God, the way they guard the eye. Excuse me. We're here, then here, and then here. Great use of just surprising the audience. So we were there, boom, ba, to stage right, 7, 8, and ba. So this is the typical way I usually see asymmetry, like this in terms of size. We have big group, small, and what small person, one person. Oh, okay. So everyone's kind of just live at this point. It just kind of threw me off because I thought she was about to get the whole singing portion because she's the only one that had brought her arms up. So this part is where I think of like strings in a web, Spider-Verse. So good use of the variations of this choreography, because I know they did it earlier, but now they're just simply changing the placement forward instead of up, which creates a nice contrast in the levels. Ooh, the to that formation change. That was cool. Because as they were doing that, they met nicely in the middle, and it made it kind of a nice reveal, into this nice V formation. And again, good use of levels and just variations in the choreography. Man, I'm just admiring that they are singing while doing this, man. Good use of levels and framing. It kind of just, this part just feels dark. It's like the moment in the movie is like, oh, they're just defeated, and then they rise up to the occasion. So this part right here, see how different it is here, like in terms of the coat. Also the angle, you can see it a little bit here, because you see a huge contrast of skin to just the dark clothing. Love the selling of this, like these simple dynamics. Like if you're ever like in these types of dynamics where you're just like a throw, like never underestimate how important it is for you to be full out, because it's what sells the illusion, because it looks like she's controlling them, when in reality it's just choreography, and you have to be like convinced that that part, as simple as a step out is, it is important for the whole picture. Ooh, beautiful reveal right here. Bam. I did like this a little bit better because it's dark and they're blending. Nice moment, just live, be in character. Also good breather moment as well, even though they have to be facially like on. It's like, okay, here we go. Powerful head looks. Like that's a head look. Bat. Bat. She completely changed her look. I mean, it also makes sense because they are also fucking belting and singing. So just going on the dancer end, like this is a beautiful head look in terms of like, cause having worked with beginners all the way to experienced and pros, like there's a clear difference of like a head look here, here, but when you're doing it for on stage, you got to be like exaggerate, like look, a look up isn't just like with your eyes, it's a full on chin up kind of thing. And for here on stage, it makes sense because she was just singing and she needs a moment to like shift those resources back into dancing, because when you're doing this, like this is real multitasking. Like you're singing, performing, and dancing at the same time, and there's only so much you can give to each thing. So because once you're done singing, you have to like shift gears or shift the resources, and this is all like a masterful show of resource management. And again, like, a huge difference. So the fact that they're whipping their head around like that, and it makes sense where they have to cut it a little bit shorter just to be, I'm guessing, to be mindful of their singing. Love this. Good use of the shift in this levels on the wake up. So up, nice big flow, but boom, go into a up, drop. This little anticipation right here made that really nice. And oh, very interesting in the change right here. See that they're singing too. Dang, she said deeply, dude. But still, like a nice. I think I like this change because these three are kind of like make a triangle, so it balances it out visually, anyways. I like this because it creates asymmetry, but it's so always really cool to see the difference once they throw it on stage. Ooh, this is like the kill off right here, you know, because it's just more hype now. This is nice, same. Good use of levels here. Up. This is like competition ending right here, dude. Da. Good use of levels. Love the use of levels. Ba. Nice clean lines in the arms. Nice use of the do with like almost like a figure eight kind of deal here. Yeah. And then a nice use of like from here, nice anticipation. Nice contrast on actually from a high level with the hands and into a sudden mid-level drop. Like this, I like this because I still don't know all their individual names, because again, like as I said in the intro, I'm not a stan, I'm not a fan, I'm just like someone who appreciates dance and sharing why I think it's awesome, and because essentially these guys are doing competition level choreography. It's really cool to see all like all of them have their own character, and just like again, this is where it's like. So they all have their own movement choreography, because there's not just dance choreography. There is movement choreography. Just to give a little quick anecdote, I was doing some backup dancing for I'd say like a jazz, like a funk rock artist. Very stiff in his movement, great musician. But my friend was doing their movement choreography, so helping choreograph how they move in the music video, how they move on stage. This is, I think, an example of more like movement choreography that they can do, so they're not just standing there. But what really helps it is the conviction and the confidence they have while they're doing it. And also the benefit of having it choreographed already is that you don't have to think about it. You're not trying to figure out, what am I doing with my hands? Oh no. You just do the thing you've practiced. Ooh, okay. She finished right there, slid all the way back. I was about to say, does she have time to get back? Great ending position. So, boom, nice. I thought they were gonna go into a wave here. Bah, beautiful, dramatic pose. What I don't speak enough on here is also ending position. Like, what's the lasting picture and image that you're gonna leave from your performance? So I think this is a great iconic ending pose. Whereas, so like, again, just to show difference in silhouettes here. Like, so you can see everything nice and clear. Thing is that we have one, obviously we have a weird, a lower angle here, but two, now we see slightly baggy clothes. You can see that we got a coat. Again, wardrobe can affect the choreography. It's neither good or bad. It's really your own perception. It's just me, like, this is what I noticed, and I'm relaying what I noticed to you guys. So, and again, them keeping that position, and they kind of just break. So yeah, it's awesome. It's great. So again, seeing the humanity behind the artists. So that's it. That's the analysis. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys learned something. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.